What's going on, everybody? This is Jose Betancourt from TalkingAboutGames.com and the Post Game Report podcast. Make sure you check us out. And as always, thank you for viewing my videos. Here I'm playing the Uncharted 4 beta, which is available if you bought the Uncharted collection, which of course includes Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. None of those specific games have multiplayer attached to them, even though on the PlayStation 3, Uncharted 2 and 3 had multiplayer, but they decided to leave it out this time around. I'm assuming because we were going to get the Uncharted 4 beta if you purchased the collection. As you can see, the Uncharted 4 beta is extremely smooth. Gameplay is spot on, and I had a lot of fun with it. I only played 3 games, had a lot of fun, I did pretty good. I held my own, and I look forward to playing the full retail version. And I'm also curious to see if Naughty Dog is going to release more game types, because right now we only have Team Deathmatch. And, you know, even though it's smooth and it's, you know, there's fluidity in the gunplay and everything like that, after a while it's going to get repetitive, especially if the maps are limited. Of course, it's a beta, so you can expect limited maps. And in other news, Sony officially announced that backwards compatibility is coming to the PlayStation 4. PlayStation 2 titles, well, right now a selective few, very few as a matter of fact, have been announced for the PlayStation 4. These specific PlayStation 2 titles, which include Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Rogue Galaxy, excuse me, and about maybe 7 more titles, PlayStation 2 titles. They're going to be remastered in 1080p. They're going to have trophy support. We can play them via remote play. I believe we can stream and maybe even share play. Meaning that, if you're not familiar with share play, that if a friend of mine buys one of these titles, I can play it from my own PlayStation 4. He could be in Canada or in California. As long as he invites me to a party chat and gives me control of his game remotely, I can play this specific game and test it out for myself. And if I like it, if I like what I see, then I can buy it. And that goes for PlayStation 4 titles as well. But that option is great. And that's the key word here, options. The Xbox One has this option. The Nintendo Wii U has this option. And even though all 3 of them now have a version of backwards compatibility, I really believe that not many of you watching this video bought a PlayStation 4 because you were hoping to play PlayStation 2 titles. And so you specifically bought a PlayStation 4 in hopes of that happening. No, you bought a PlayStation 4 for brand new IPs, sequels to some of your favorite franchises, and in some cases, like the Uncharted collection, you get a remaster of some of your favorite PlayStation 3 titles. On the Xbox One, they have their own version of emulation, so you can play Xbox 360 titles. A selective, well, you have a much bigger variety of games on the Xbox One. I believe you have a little over 100. So I put in Perfect Dark Zero. It installed into my hard drive, read the licensing on the disc, and I was able to play it. Difference here is that between the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One is that the Xbox One is using software emulation, and the PlayStation 4, you're physically buying it from the PlayStation Network store, but you're getting a version that is what you would consider a Blu-ray edition of your favorite movie. And when you buy a Blu-ray edition of your favorite movie, you're paying $15 to $20, depending where you get it. Sometimes you find a sale. But when I bought Star Wars A New Hope, and I have it on VHS, DVD, a box set on DVD, and now Blu-ray. So I spent a crap load of money on Star Wars A New Hope. I bought 4 different versions of the same movie. Same thing happens with video games. We buy a remaster of one of our favorite titles. Why? Because it's a title that we love. It's a lot different when you're buying a Blu-ray movie for $20 and then you're buying a game like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for $14.99. You're getting what? Over 100 hours of gameplay compared to a 2.5-hour movie? And I'm counting behind the scene content and all that stuff. So if you look at the overall value, people are complaining because they see $9.99 to $15.99. You might even see some $20 titles, depending on how big. Maybe a Final Fantasy title might be $20. It shouldn't. I personally wouldn't like to see a $20 title for one of these PlayStation 2 backwards compatibility games or remastered edition games, but you got to look at the overall value. You have to think about the people that are working to make these games 1080p, to give you all this capability, trophy support, and then you have to realize that if you want the same exact game that you might already own on the PlayStation 2, if you want that specific title, you better play it on the PlayStation 2. Because if you went with backwards or emulation, which is on the Xbox One, you're going to get the game exactly how it was built. So you're going to get the same resolution. Your TV might try to upscale it and fit a better resolution, a more natural resolution for your television, but it's not going to look good. It's not going to look as good as a game that is natively 1080p. So you have to think about that. Yeah, the pricing, it might be a little too much for you, but video games have always been an investment. We just don't spend. Gamers are impulse buyers. So we spend a lot of money on video games. And if you don't like it, don't buy it. And Sony will see that, hey, maybe we have to lower the price. And that's that. We vote with our wallets if we don't like something. And that makes more noise than anything else. But that's that. December 5th, we're gonna have the PlayStation Experience, so we will get some more announcements and some more news. So stay tuned. But as always, I'm Jose Betancourt. Let me know in the comment section what you think about Uncharted 4, the beta, and I'll be talking to you soon.